always take care of your body and it will reward you with good health. That means looking after yourself by moving your body, eating well, sleeping, having some me time, and taking care of your body. That's my mantra. That's what I tell everybody. That's what I believe in. You really want good health. You can't buy that at all. So we need to do what we can to take care of it, and we'll get the rewards.
Hey, and welcome back to the podcast. We're here with Caroline Mediati, and she is a co-author with Pat Mesiti in the book Speak Up, Step Up, Stand Out. And her website is carolinemediati.com. She is a personal trainer, a fitness instructor, a wellness coach, and mentor who has worked in the fitness industry for over 10 years and currently runs her own business, which is called Oz Fitbodz. So we're going to find out today about motivation, exercise, being healthy, taking care of yourself, and everything that goes along with that, maybe some mindset mixed in. So Caroline, glad to be talking to you.
Nice to meet you, Robert.
Nice to meet you as well. And so since you're also meeting our audience and they probably are hearing about you for the very first time, what are you all about? What makes you unique and what has you passionate these days?
Well, my passion is health and fitness. It's always been a dream of mine to do that. I used to work for the state government for many, many years, and then I took a career change. I just love seeing people stay fit and healthy, and I like to give them a helping hand on their journey to the wellness.
Well, fantastic. And you're making me think, I grew up seeing people like Richard Simmons or Suzanne Summers or Jack LaLanne, these people that are all about being healthy, especially for the kids, and living an active lifestyle. So that way you can, even when you're in your 80s and 90s, you're not stuck in a wheelchair, and you can get around and avoid or minimize many of those usual like health problems that you might experience going into later age, like the obesity and diabetes and things like that. And so why do we still experience those things with all the knowledge and all the diets and all the information that anyone can look up? Why is fitness still a thing that we have to be talking about?
Well, it's essential for well-being, for mobility. We've got a body that we need to look after and take care of, and we need to keep it moving because we weren't meant to just sit around and not do anything. My clientele range from the ages of 20 to 81, and they're as fit and strong as they can be, and they're just healthy and fit. They're getting strong, they're balancing. Yeah, they're just keeping their bodies moving. So I think it's really, really important to do that so you can enjoy a good long life without pain. And yeah, that's the sort of thing that we all want to have. We want to live longer, but we also want to have a good quality of life.
I love it. It's like when you're performing maintenance on a car, except for if the car goes really bad, you can always get another car, but you only have the one body. And I was just thinking a few days ago, I was telling my wife about how I used to have me and a group of friends would go to the gym. And then there would be some days when like I would say, well, I can't find my workout clothes or I'm wearing jeans, and I would just go anyway. And I would get kind of frustrated when some of the other men in my group would say, well, I don't have the right color shorts, or I don't have my proper workout towel. And I would think, well, just go ahead and do it. So what do you, along those lines, like, what do you see is the difference between those people that are physically fit and make the time to do this versus those who make excuses?
I think that the people that are physically motivated are the ones that really take note of the fact that their body is important, and if they look after it, it will reward them with good health. There's a lot of people out there nowadays that just think that they're too busy to do it, or they find any excuse, and they're really doing themselves damage because they don't realise that without a body that's healthy and kept moving, you know, they're not going to get very far, and they may end up with issues later on in their health. But yes, look, there's those they need to step up and they need to step out and give it a go. You can start at any age and, at any level as well. Like everyone can find 15 minutes to go for a walk every day.
And would you say that's a good starting point? Is if someone says, I don't know where to begin, your advice is just find 15 minutes at some point in the day and just go for a walk. Doesn't matter where, just set a timer, get out there 15 minutes.
That's right. Yes. If they can manage 15 minutes every day, then by the end of the week, they'll find that they're feeling better. They've got more energy. They're sleeping better. And then from there, they can increase it to, 20 minutes to 30 minutes. Strength training is very important as well, but we will get onto that later on.
Yeah, and so and that's a great kind of path to go down. Is do you have something along the lines of like a 30 or 60-day plan? If someone says, I don't want to go crazy and join a gym or buy all the workout equipment, but if someone says, well, what can I do in the coming weeks to take these 15-minute walks, to take longer walks, to then get to the strength training, is there a logical step-by-step progression to easing into this fitness if someone is sitting around not doing anything yet?
Look, everybody's different, and it depends obviously on their age, their time, their mobility. But look, starting a little bit every day. Like, for example, what I would say would be go for a 15-minute walk every day for the first, say, week, and maybe incorporate a couple of weight-bearing exercises like squats, a couple of push-ups, little things like that, just to get started. Maybe even if they do 10 of each of those a day in a 15-minute walk. And then from there progress with light hand weights, doing some bicep curls, that sort of thing. And then just increasing their sets of exercises with the weights, and also the time of the walking that they do, up to a good 45 minutes. So over a month, they could increase that quite quickly.
And that seems very doable. Like, you're not trying to win contests. You're not trying to break any bench press records. It's just, do these longer walks, do some of these weights, do the squats, do the push-ups, and then just do more reps as you can. And you always hear about the joke about the New Year's resolutions, right? That people don't take care of themselves throughout the year. And it seems like at the end of the year, the holidays are especially bad as far as the not exercising and the eating and the drinking and the caffeine. And then January 1st rolls around and so many people say, finally, this is the year I'll do it. And then it seems like by February or even like mid-January, all that falls apart. And so do you know why that is? And do you know of a way to avoid being one of those statistics?
Well, I think the best thing to do is that they just need to get started. They just have to give it a go, because there's so many things that we could wish we'd like to do, and put all these, sometimes we think that it's going to be too hard, or we have to have a complicated plan, or but if they just get started with a simple walk every day, and then they'll reap the benefits, they'll see that it's great for their body, like I said, and they can sleep better, they'll feel better, they'll have more energy, then they'll learn to love it, and then hopefully make it a priority in their life. Another good thing is for people like that would be to start off with a personal trainer, because then they'll have to be accountable to that person, and they can, like myself, get people started and give them the encouragement that they need, and that accountability.
I like that a lot. So you're saying just the walk alone will help you sleep better. And, I love taking walks because it's a good way to just like change the channel in the brain. And if I'm mad or upset about something, I tell myself, I know it doesn't make sense, but I'll take a walk and I'll come back. And usually by the time I'm done with the walk, even if it's a short 15-minute one, I've completely forgotten about what had me upset in the first place. So you're saying that a walk is a really easy place to start, especially if you keep it simple. You don't make all these grandiose plans. Just take a walk. Just do it today. Do it now if you can. And then also for more long-term sticking to it, a personal trainer can help you kind of stay accountable and stay on a schedule in that way. And so, Caroline, surprises are always fun, right? Especially if you're deep in an industry and you've seen all kinds of stories, all kinds of different people. So have you ever been surprised about something when it comes to fitness, exercise, health, anything that just kind of was an aha moment for you?
Personally, do you mean?
Yeah,
Or
personally, or in the people that you've met, or in anything that comes to mind.
well, last year I took my group training women that I do. I do group fitness on a journey to achieve a 2-minute plank. So from the start of the year, we started out with a 30-second plank. And each week and month we progressed until we got to 2-minute planks. And that was an exciting moment for everybody because when I first mentioned it, they were all quite, there's no way we're going to get to a 2-minute plank. And we did, and they did. And they were so happy with their achievement. And so was I. I thought it was fantastic.
So you had this tough goal, and then everyone as a group, as a team, worked towards that goal, and they were proud once they got there. And that's kind of an interesting kind of mindset thing to tap into, right? Like they say, like if you're lifting weights, then like the first like 7 or 8 might be easy, but then once it starts hurting, that's when it's building the muscle. Or like if I'll be running, I'll be like tired or out of breath, and I'll say, let me just run until I get to that stop sign, or let me run until I get to that tree, and then I break through. So do you have any kind of like mental mind tricks such as that? Because it's kind of a fun journey to be on, right? Like with that group, for example, where everyone said there's no way we can do it, and then in the midway part, maybe when they got to like a minute or so, they thought this is so hard, but once everyone hit the goal, it was such an achievement and happiness and relief. So do you ever find yourself tapping into that kind of like struggle, difficulty, and then achievement sort of mindset?
Yes, I do. Like I have a lot of one-on-one clients and group clients. And everybody's different, so I need to take a personal approach with every single person. We're made up of a lot of spirit, soul, body. So there's a lot of issues that sometimes people face. Sometimes they're stressed, sometimes they don't believe in themselves, sometimes they just find things really difficult. So I just nudge them along and tell them that I know that they can do it, and we just take it step by step. And I set them different personal goals that I know that they can achieve, and then from there we just progress and just make that. And once they achieve the small goals, we just start to aim for bigger goals, and it's encouraging for them, and it keeps them motivated and it keeps them going. So it's great.
And have you ever come across someone that said either like I'm too weak, or I'm too old, or I'm too frail, or it said like I can't do any kind of exercise. I know if the wind blows, I'll break a bone. Have you dealt with someone who just said I can't do anything, and you helped them on their journey?
I have. During COVID, I was able to do, here in Australia, we were able to still work one-on-one personal training. And of course, I did some Zoom classes as well. But I had a client who was a nurse. She was quite overweight because she worked night shift and she was stressed and she wasn't eating properly, and put a program together for her. And one of the exercises was a plank. And she just looked at me and said, I can't do a plank. And I said to her, of course you can. And she said, no, I can't do one. I said, well, get on the floor. I got down with her and showed her the position. I said, now just, get into this position and do it. And she did it for 1 second. And she said, see, I told you I couldn't do a plank. And I said, well, you just did one. You did a 1 second plank. So she just smiled at me and she said, yeah, you're right. I did. I just did a 1 second plank. So from there, we progressed, and now she's doing 30 to 40-second planks. And so, yeah, therefore, some people think they just can't do anything, but just trying it is the first step to getting there and achieving it. Yeah.
That's wonderful. You keep it simple and you just start at wherever you're at. If all you can do is a 1 minute walk or a 1 second plank or one push up, you have to start somewhere. And then it seems like a great deal of your philosophy is just sticking to it no matter what, right? Just whatever little bit you can do every day. And it seems like that's the case physically and mentally, right? If you're working on a project or trying to get something done, it's like if you just do a little bit every day, you'll get there. But then the death is in letting something go by the wayside for 2 months, 3 months. And you say, oh no, I should have written that essay 3 months ago, or I should have taken those walks, 3 months ago. And so as far as what you have going on, you have your fitness business, and you have these people that you're helping. Do you have anything upcoming in the future that has you really excited? Any new projects or opportunities?
Well, at the moment, I'm working on a retreat. So my business is, and my clients, we're very social. So we do have a lot of socials. We connect in many ways, which I find is great because it brings a sense of community. And right now I'm working on a retreat. It's a 2-day retreat that we're going to be going on in June. And yeah, so I'm putting that together. So I'm very excited about that. That was a dream I had back in 2019. And so it obviously with COVID, it's been delayed, but yeah, not denied. It's starting this year. So I'm looking forward to that.
Fantastic. You were able to get to it eventually, even with all of life's obstacles. And so with all the things that you've accomplished with the fitness and the business and helping people in the retreats, would you say, is there a secret to your success? Was there something that you figured it out maybe in previous years that before you figured it out, you struggled, and once you figured out some of these kind of secret recipes, then it was maybe not easy, but easier compared to when you were younger?
Look, I just think that I'm a highly motivated person, and I like to see people move forward in their life. And if I can be that person that helps, then I love that. I mean, to me, my job is not a job. I love what I do. I don't like it. I actually love it. And my clients have my personal number. They know they can call me at any time. It's just something that I think, if you can help somebody and encourage them and help them to get to where they really want to be, because they just don't know how to get there, or they don't believe in themselves. And if you're the person, that vehicle that can help them get there and push them and believe in them, then I think it's great to be able to do something like that. And I believe having one-on-one and a personal approach is the best way, because in the past, many trainers would just treat people, as not as individuals, and they'll have a plan for everybody to do, or a meal plan or an exercise plan. But everybody's an individual, and you need to tailor it personally to that person and work with them and at their pace as well.
And in this day and age, there's no excuse, right? Like back when you had to use a typewriter and it was work to get something on a piece of paper, that was one thing, or if it was handwritten. But nowadays, you can type something in a phone, you can edit a document, you can share things. So it's very quick and easy to take an existing template or take one of many templates. And when you have one of these clients, you say, what are your goals? And where, maybe make it easier or harder and adjust it for them. That's the day and age we live in, right? Where there's so many TV shows, and you can just pick and choose something that's exactly right for you, and so many different restaurants. So it makes sense that with the exercise plans and the meal plans, that it can be customized for the individual as well.
That's correct. Yes.
Well, great. And so do you think we left anything out of our conversation here? We talked about mindset and fitness and motivation and helping others. Is there anything you think that we can sneak in here in these last couple of minutes that maybe we forgot in our conversation?
Well, what about addressing those people that don't exercise? I'd like to have a little message for those people. I'd like to say that if you're not exercising, you're missing out on feeling great. You're missing out on having more energy and vitality. You're given one body, and if you look after it, it will reward you with good health. So exercise does wonders for your body. Just start small and increase. You will reap the benefits, and as you do more and more, your fitness level will increase, and you'll be able to do more exercise and increase your fitness, and basically feel better and take care of yourself. So just do it, step up and just do it.
I like that a lot, that exercise is not some optional activity. It's not torturing yourself. It's some fun that you're missing out on. You're missing out on the good feelings, the endorphins, the excitement, the clarity in your mind, the more restful sleep, and all those other benefits that go along with it. And so if someone is listening to this, no matter where they're at, where maybe they don't exercise or they don't exercise enough, or they just want more of that motivation, if they say, man, this Caroline person, she knows what she's talking about, I want to know more. Can you tell us about your website, your business, and anything you have going on, so that way people can find out all about you?
Sure. Yeah, I can be reached on two different web pages, carolinemediati.com and ozfitbodz.com.au. There they can find out what I do, my class times, personal training, everything that I'm about, and my background. And yeah, that they can contact me and work, whether they want to do group fitness or whether they wanted to do some personal training. I can tailor anything to their needs and meet them where they're at, and take them on a journey of health and fitness, where they will and they'll enjoy it as well at the same time.
And are you in person or on Zoom or both, or what's the situation there?
I've stopped Zoom for now because I am really a people person. So I'm one-on-one. I do a lot of training outdoors, and also the group fitness in community halls. So I move around.
And in what geographic area?
I'm in Sydney, in New South Wales, in Australia.
Fantastic. So in the Sydney area, that is ozfitbodz.com.au. That's ozfitbodz.com.au. And then CarolineMediati.com, CarolineMediati.com. So go to one or both of those locations if you are at all curious, serious, or just want to up your game and speak up, step up, and stand out as far as your health and body and livelihood and energy and longevity are concerned. You only have one body, as Caroline said, so you need to take care of it. You need to take this seriously, but it doesn't have to take up all of your time. And in fact, if and when you exercise, you'll get more time, because you won't be sluggish and tired, and you'll have a much better life if you pursue this fitness path. So ozfitbodz.com.au and carolinemediati.com. And as we're wrapping up this entire conversation here, Caroline, do you have any parting words of advice for us? Do you have like a favorite saying or some advice you wish you'd gotten 10 years ago? What comes to mind there?
Well, my mantra is always take care of your body, and it will reward you with good health. And that means looking after yourself by moving your body, eating well, sleeping, having some me time, and just basically, yeah, taking care of your body. So that's my mantra, and that's what I tell everybody, and that's what I believe in, and that's what we really want, is good health. I mean, you can't buy that at all. So we need to do what we can to take care of it, and yeah, we'll get the rewards.